Hi everyone, and this is exactly the time of the year when I'm not doing laundry, I'm not moving. I'm actually showing you everything that I need. All these items, some of them you can't even see. I'm gonna feature today, I'm gonna try them on, I'm gonna talk about them, I'm gonna maybe style, show some clips how I wear them. These are things I needed in all the years I was knitting, and this is actually 5 years. I just realized that the end of this year is actually gonna be exactly 5 years since I'm obsessively sitting on the couch every night and knitting. Pour some tea, because since I will be talking a lot, I probably need to be also drinking something so I don't lose my voice. It's gonna be a very long video. Disclaimer, I'm not showing any socks, any hats, or any accessories, because I don't have many of them, and also because the video will be so long. Maybe I'll just make a separate video about that. I don't even know what order I will start with. I have mostly winter garments like sweaters and pullovers and one cardigan, actually 2 cardigans, and then I have some of the summer knits. Okay, let's start, and we're gonna start strong. I'm gonna show the item that if you're subscribers to this channel, one of those few hundred people who are watching me, this is, I promise you, this is something you haven't seen yet. Actually, try-ons might not work well with my hair because my hair gets puffy already. So, this beautiful sweater. This is a raglan construction, so you can see it's raglan with a little bit of like tiny cables. And I'm so excited about this sweater. I wanted to knit it for the longest time, and all the details will be probably in the knitting vlog. But the most important part about this sweater, I really like the color, I like the width. I finally figured out how wide I want my sleeves, how wide I want my like sweaters and stuff like this. And also, in the last couple of projects, I kept playing chicken yarn, and this was the first project I didn't play chicken yarn. I first kept it short, but since I have some yarn left, I decided I'm gonna actually continue knitting. Technically, it's finished. I even washed it already, but then I decided to extend it. So you're gonna see it featured in my next videos. But I really like this pattern, and I really like this design, I like the yarn, I like everything about the sweater. Specs, what pattern I used, if I used one, what yarn, some dims, I don't know, whatever can be important. I also gonna mention if I feature this item in some of my knitting podcasts, I'm gonna also, put it on. Everything will be on the screen, because if I go through every detail, this video will be 5 hours long. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, so this is a vest that I self-drafted, I think. I mean, it's very easy. There is nothing like spectacular about the construction. So it's oversized vest. I usually wear it with some shirts or something like underneath. It uses this like a fuzzy alpaca something else blend, and I made a V-neck. I actually want to do more garments like that. This one is a little bit probably too oversized, which I never like mind something oversized, but unfortunately it tends to slide. So I still think it's an awesome item, and I actually wear it a lot when I feel I want to wear something bright, but I just wish I made the neck line a little bit smaller. Okay, and one thing I like about this yarn, this was I think it was like an air yarn, the one when you like have a chain net and it fills with some fluff. So it was such an easy project. I think I used like 5 or 6 millimeter needle, and it was knitting so fast. I think I think I was knitting it flat, the front part and the back part separately, and then I added the one by one. I definitely plan to do more vests this year, because I just realized vests are something that I wear a lot. Next one is going to be actually another it's not a vest, I guess you call it a slipover. It's actually a sleeveless sweater. This one is actually a tricky one. I really love it. I love the color, I love the design, I love the pattern. Like, there is nothing I don't like about it, but for some reason I don't really wear it much. This one follows a pattern from Sandnes Garn. I think I changed it a little bit, because you see how it goes in this like rows, and I think I removed one of the rows of the pattern because I wanted to keep short. I'm like a very short person, so sometimes it's hard for me to have like a longer garments. I mean, I can, but I just don't like it. And also, I didn't actually plan to make it into the vest. My plan was to make a sweater, but this was the time when I played chicken yarn, and when I finished this garment, I realized I don't have enough. So basically, I think I did one sleeve, and then I realized I don't have enough for the second, so I unraveled it and just made bigger ribbings to kind of like do like this. But for some reason, I don't wear it enough. Every time I put it on, I really like it, but then I don't tend to reach for it. I don't know why. Another thing why I probably don't reach as often for it, maybe I didn't do the best yarn choice. I think this is a blend of cotton, mostly cotton, a little bit of merino. So technically I made it very thick, which is kind of awesome because you see how nicely it holds the pattern. But at the same time, it's not super warm. So basically it's too warm for a warm day, but then it's not cold enough, or like not, it doesn't give you enough warmth on a cold day. I don't know. But also I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe I need to figure out how to style it. Okay, let's go with another sweater. So another sweater, this is actually one of the things I finished in 2025, because 2 previous ones were I had them much longer. And this is a sweater I'm actually extremely proud about because it looks beautiful. It's one of my favorite sweaters, apart for the yarn. I was hoping I will grow to like this yarn, but I didn't. So it's extremely oversized, but you can tell that I like oversized things. I like this pattern. This pattern stitch is beautiful. I was following a pattern. I think I did lots of alterations. I think I made the sleeves wider than the initial pattern. And also I think the neckline I made a little bit different. I don't remember quite. And I probably featured it in one of my first podcasts. Again, leave it somewhere on the screen, all the specs. Yeah, I really like this sweater. I wear it actually a lot. But for some reason, it's kind of weird. So the yarn is... You know, like this feeling when you touch the yarn, it's like dry. I like how nicely this yarn looks in this pattern. But apart from that, I don't know. It's like this is like, I consider it's like a cold weather sweater, but you know, it's not cozy. It doesn't give you the cozy feel. I never wear it at home because it just lacks this coziness. It's just too dry. It's almost like, it's not like itchy, but it's kind of like not very pleasant to the skin. But I do wear it a lot out and about, and I don't know, I really like it. But I wish this yarn was a little bit nicer. Also, I actually struggled with the neckline because I think I made it too big. So I had to add elastic to it. And I also, I think, talked in one of my podcasts about this. I don't quite like how it looks. It kind of doesn't look really nice. So technically, I need to undo the whole neckline and just redo it tighter because it was too big. But I don't know. I think it works like this as well. Okay, next one. So actually I'm gonna alternate between sweaters and t-shirts because if I split it into categories, you're probably not gonna watch the summer stuff. So let's mix everything. So the next one, you guys, some of you who are watching me, you may recognize it or you may not. So this is actually my recent, okay, it's an old project. I made it in probably 2022 or something like this, but I recently changed something to it. So this is a hemp and cotton. I think it's mostly hemp. So basically it's a summer yarn project. And initially it was in a very weird, like a beige, kind of dirty beige color. And although I like the design, it's actually self-drafted. I like the pattern. I like how I did all little details like this neckline, you know, this one with the like little broken rib pattern. And then there is a little bit of stockinette. And because I finished it with a stockinette, not with the ribbing, it kind of rolls like this. Plus I think I finished it with either I-cord or whatever Scandinavian cast off, I don't know the name. So I really like the design. I really liked the way how it turned out, but I almost never worn it because it was just, I didn't like the color and it was just so weird. So recently I just dyed it in a gray and I like it so much. I haven't actually worn it yet because I literally finished it like last week. I just finished drying, and this was it's actually inspired me to do more alterations with my finished garments. Like if I have something but I don't really wear it, now I'm thinking like, oh, how I can alter it to actually make it wearable. So this is actually like inspired me a lot, that I can actually dye things that I don't like. So let me know, guys, if you ever dyed finished garments. But this was such a brilliant idea. I just can't believe it, and I can't wait to wear it. And the cool part, since it's like a darker color now, I can even wear it in like, you know, I can wear it on top of a shirt or on top of like a long sleeve and stuff like this. So it's going to be more versatile. Okay, another garment. And this is the one I finished in 2025. And if you watched my other videos, you already know this garment. This is my cardigan. It's self-drafted. It was my first time working with pure cashmere, so it's like a very nice, oh my god, this yarn compared to this yarn, you know, like after I worked with this one, I started hating this one. You know, it's easy to get spoiled with cashmere. Okay, what's going on in here? Yeah, so this is a cardigan. I self-drafted it. It's like a cropped but wide, like boxy cardigan with long sleeves. And it's like, first I was planning to make it more tight-fitting, but then somehow I ended up making it big. So this is a little bit of, I guess, before I finished the blue one I showed you first, this was my favorite project and I used to wear them a lot. I even wore them at home and I'm like, do I want to wear cashmere at home? Because I guess it's like, it's just too precious. But then, oh my God, guys, this was extremely, it's probably one of the most expensive items in terms of yarn that I made. And oh my God, it's so nice. It's just like, because my skin is usually sensitive and it's so rare that I can wear something on a skin that feels like so nice, which is like a winter yarn. I definitely plan to do another project with cashmere. I just need to find something, because like, for example, this cardigan, my goal was to make it as basic as it gets, but kind of interesting. So I reach out for it, but to make it basic. Like for now, I use the red buttons just to keep it fun. But if at some point I get tired of these red buttons, I will just buy some green buttons that match, you know, the rest, or any other buttons, and it will slightly change the garment. And otherwise, like the green and this cables, it's like something very basic, very classic. I don't know if I like that word, but it's something that just gonna match with everything, can be easily worn and stuff like this. And as I said, like I'm planning to do more vests this year. Another thing, I think I kind of want to wear to make more cardigans. Technically, this is my first cardigan that I finished and that I actually wear, because I had, let's not jump too fast. Anyway, yeah, so I really like this cardigan. I'm actually, and if you are my subscriber, you're probably already like rolling your eyes. I'm actually trying to film a video telling you how I did this, but unfortunately the last couple of months were cursed in my life. I don't know, I was working. It's not only working, but I was so busy. The kittens, the work, I don't know, I was doing my education. I just literally had no time to sit and film. Even today, in order to film, I had to skip a party. Like we were supposed to go see some relatives, and I decided like, okay, if I go, I will not have time to film before the end of the year. You see how devoted I am. Anyway, okay, the next project. This project, this one I finished, I think in 2022 probably. So it's like one of the long residence in my wardrobe. And this is another project, another sweater that I love a lot and I wear it a lot. This is a self-drafted zip sweater. It's also cropped, like everything. This is actually, okay, I lied to you. I said that the green one was the first time I worked with cashmere. Technically not, because this is this yarn, you can see like it's like speckled, but it came as a speckled one. It's not speckled, it's like, I don't know what you call it. So this is actually cotton plus recycled cashmere, recycled yarn that I bought, and it's actually very nice. So I usually don't like to work with cotton as much, but if you mix cotton with cashmere, it actually feels really nice. It's more dry than the 100% cashmere, but it's still like very pleasant. It's not itchy. Obviously, of course, it's not itchy. It's cotton and cashmere, but it's like really nice. It's not super warm because it's mostly cotton, but because of the cotton, it kind of has this like stiffness to it, so which I really like. Because the problem with zip sweaters, if it's too flimsy, you know, the fabric, it will not hold the zip. The zip will like stretch out and stuff. And this is a semi-heavy zip because it's a metal one. Yeah, I really like this one. I self-drafted it. I don't know. I probably need to make another one, to be honest. It's a little bit, has a little bit of disadvantages because it has like short sleeves, because I was playing chicken yarn. But I really like this sweater and I wear it a lot. I don't necessarily like the color. I feel like for most people this will be actually a very versatile color. But I don't reach for brown colors as much, or like gray, beige. This is not exactly my colors. And I never know how to fit them in a wardrobe. But this, otherwise, I actually really like it a lot and I wear it a lot. Yeah. I definitely need more zip sweaters next year. And since we're talking about zip sweaters, I actually did attempt to make another zip sweater, and this was a cursed project. So if you watched my podcast where I talked about unfinished like shamefully unfinished objects, you know, UFOs. This was one of those. So I started this the same year I did this, and then I never finished it until recently. So this project, it was like actually double cursed. First of all, let me put it on. Okay, let me check the state of my hair. It's not that I super care, but also I don't want to look completely embarrassed. Okay, so this is the sweater. So actually it's not a sweater because, again, chicken yarn. It's a vest. I don't even remember if I was planning to do it as a sweater or if I was planning to do it as a vest since 2022. But I don't know. So this, I don't even know how to tell about it. So, okay, let's start from the beginning. This yarn I actually unraveled from another project. And one of my first sweaters that I kind of liked, but it had lots of mistakes, and maybe I add some photos here. And then I was like, okay, I really like, you know, like this yarn. It's like dry, but I like how springy it is. So it holds this rib. It's called fisherman rib. Holds this rib really well. And it's like very, I don't know, like it has this like plumpness to it, almost like a 3D shape that I really wanted to utilize this yarn. And also I spent a lot of money on this yarn because a little side quest. So when I was doing the sweater, I think mismanaged how much yarn I need. So basically I had to order another ball. So I paid for a ball and a shipment, and then I realized I need another ball of yarn. So I paid again for another ball and another shipment. So basically I paid 3 times for shipment, which was kind of expensive for this from this particular store, and I couldn't find this yarn anywhere else. I spent extreme amount of money on this sweater just because it was one of my first sweaters, so I wasn't quite sure like how much yarn I needed. So when I unraveled it, I'm like, okay, dude, you need to use this yarn. It's just, I can't put it to waste. And then I came up with the sweater. And this was also my era when I was extremely obsessed with the fisherman rib. And actually every time I look at the fisherman rib, I actually go back into obsessing with it. So then I did this zip sweater. And then I guess I didn't have enough yarn for the sleeves, and I just left it be, and I forgot about it completely. Then this like spring 2025, I found it in my stash, and I'm like, wait a minute, why are we not finishing it? And I finally finished it. So I'm not sure about this zip. So my plan was to have like the zip itself to be like a statement. I wanted to find some like chunky or kind of like a bulky chunky zip, and have it in this color, or maybe have it in this gray color, or maybe in this blue. So like have it like contrasting with the rest. And I ordered several zippers. Again, spent ridiculous amount of money on it, but none of them look good. Some of them are actually too heavy. They're chunky, but they're too heavy, and they make the whole thing kind of like go down. And it's really hard to find a good zip. So for now, I decided with this one. I don't think it fits as much as I see it in my head, but I guess it works. This is how it goes. But the problem with this sweater, it's actually cursed. Like since it was sitting in my stash for such a long time, I was like, okay, let me wash it because it's probably like dusty, I don't know, whatever it is. Let me just kind of refresh it. So I decided to wash it. I put it in a bucket, put a nice Ecolan, so like proper laundry detergent, proper moment. So I put it in there, and then I forgot about it. And when I took it out, it stretched out. You know how we always worry that if we need something and then if we wash it improperly, it can actually shrink. Dudes, I don't know what happened. Actually, I have theory, but I'm not quite know. So this thing stretched to the crazy amount, and the sad part, when I see it stretched this much, I'm like, oh my goodness, I could actually have a sweater out of it. So look how long it is. So it's almost these are my knees. It's almost reaching my knees. So now it's extremely large, and I can't unravel it because it was knitted from bottom to the top. So I don't know. That's kind of like shocked me a little bit. And when I realized it happened, I just put it aside again. But now I'm actually excited. Yeah. So I literally attached the zipper like one day before filming this video, and actually I'm excited to wear it. I just don't know why it's stretched so much. It's like, so my theory is like the reason it's stretched because this yarn has like a very strong twist. It's very twisted. So I guess maybe when I left it and forgot it in a bucket with the water, maybe the twist came undone, and that's why the whole thing stretched. I don't know, it's just ridiculous. Maybe when I start wearing it, kind of like plumps up back. Okay, next one. So what do we have? Another vest. So this vest, I don't know, guys. I might actually unravel it, so you might see it for the last time of its life. Okay, some of you actually heard about me complaining about this vest because I think I already talked about it. First of all, it's kind of awkward. It's not super oversized, but it is oversized, and it's constantly sliding like this because this opening is too big. The same problem like my pink one, the Fuchsia one. I don't know why, but I know why. This was the maybe second time I did the V-neck, and I didn't realize that when you're making V-necks you kind of want to keep the neckline tighter, because if you do it too wide it will come. I don't know, I didn't know that. And also like this part, it's kind of weird. I don't know why it's stretched out. I don't know if you can see it. It annoys the crap out of me. Otherwise, this is a self-drafted, you see it's like asymmetrical vest. I was using different stitch pattern. But the reason I want to unravel it, first this one, two main reasons. Brown color, I don't like dark colors. You will see out of my items, I rarely have dark color. I just don't like dark colors. Also, I don't know what I was thinking, because this material, it's a silk. It's actually tweed, like wild silk. So basically, it just doesn't make sense. If you wear it on top of the t-shirt, it's not going to keep you warm because it's silk. But also, if you wear it in summer, like if you put it on top of the t-shirt, it's going to be too hot. So it doesn't make sense. So I want to unravel it. And since it's really nice fabric, maybe make like a polo shirt or something else out of it. I kind of feel bad unraveling because it's a beautiful piece. But at the same time, I literally only worn it like once or twice. And also, something about me, I don't wear dark colors in summer. And actually, since I showed you that one, where's my where is this? Oh, don't tell me. Oh yeah. So since I showed you that vest, let me show you another one. So again, this is asymmetrical vest. Oh wait, you're probably thinking like, Stella, what are you showing us? Give me a second. Okay. So let's do it one more time. So you can, if you look at them, you kind of see that they're same but different. So this was actually the first one, and I did these different asymmetrical patterns, and I actually like this vest, and this is probably one of my most worn items. This one uses merino. That's why it's actually more practical, because it actually keeps you warm. It has actually the same problems. It also have this thing, because I think I was just not doing the finishing right. It probably is a little bit too wide too. So this year, I think when I will do I will do a new V-neck vest. I will try to fix all these mistakes. Yeah. So basically, the two sweaters, they have same approach, but as you can see, I use different patterns. I remember when I did the sweater, was like when I came up with it, it was like 2022, I think. And I was like, I kind of want like to try different patterns, but I can't quite choose. And then I'm like, wait, I don't need to choose. I can use different ones. And that's how I ended up with the sweater. I really like it. I wear it a lot. I wear it on top of t-shirts. I wear it on top of shirts. Like, I don't know, I wear it underneath like jackets. Like, it's just one of my most worn items, actually. And you can see, like, I like bright colors. At least like, I don't know, most of the days. Okay, next one. This is actually a sweater I finished this year, so it's actually featured on my channel. It's a Halibut sweet sweater, so it follows a pattern. Where's the front? Actually, something I want to show you. I was confused, like, where's the front, where is the back? I had to even add this a little bit of yarn in the back so I can actually recognize where's the back. Okay, so this is probably one of my warmest sweaters. It's extremely beautiful. I know like many people are over this pattern because it was very popular at some point on YouTube, but I still like it a lot. I still wear it a lot. Basically, it has this one is a merino, like a gray, like really nice stretchy merino, and the white one, it's like, I think it's wool and mohair, something like this. And the white one was actually yarn from my stash, and this one is specifically ordered. I like it. I like to wear it with some like black jeans or like black pants to kind of have this like a total black look. I don't know why, because I feel like this one is very rustic and very like rustic, very kind of like a statement. In terms of like, it just attracts so much attention, so I kind of like to wear it with the similar like color pants, so this one becomes like a masterpiece that everyone looks at instead of my other usually brighter colors. Yeah, so I like it very much. I don't quite wear it a lot at home because this yarn is itchy for me, but every time I'm outside I like to wear it a lot. I wear it like as a like outer piece. Yeah, I like it. This one was and this was actually I didn't mention, this is basically it's a lopa piece, so it's like a round yoke. This was my first time doing a round yoke and first time doing a color work. I really like how it turned out.
This is another thing, like this year I need to be focusing on more color works. Last year I was planning to focus more. I mean 2025 I was planning to focus more, but I only ended up finishing one color work. Okay, next one. Let's show you something that you haven't seen yet, guys. Or you partially seen it. Okay, so this is another cursed project. This is a project that is technically finished or almost finished, but I haven't worn it yet. Wait, is it the right side? Yeah, I think it's the right side, yeah. So if you follow me, you'll probably have seen bits and pieces about this project. This is a summer garment. I actually finished it after the summer finished, so I haven't worn it yet. And also because actually I couldn't finish it. So let me talk about this. This is a self-drafted. I really like this pattern. The material is a wild silk, and unfortunately something happened to this garment. So this was supposed to be a polo, and maybe I will actually I'm gonna talk about it in my knitting podcast, because I have some footage where I actually even made the collar. I made this button band to have it as a polo, but something I didn't figure out, that this yarn is so drapey. It's so like kind of like sensitive, so when I had a collar it would just pull everything down. So this yarn just didn't hold the button band, it just didn't hold anything. Plus I made the neckline probably too big, so I decided to get rid of the collar button band. But now I have this weird thing, and basically my friend told me, like, just unravel the upper part, because I was knitting bottom up, just unravel the part and get rid of this thing. Means I need to remove the sleeves, I need to remove the shoulder seam, and then I need to actually unravel it up to here, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. This one, I think I used either 2.75 or 2.5 needles. Thank you, but no. So for now it's gonna exist like this. Obviously I'm gonna wear it without a t-shirt underneath. I don't know, we'll see. We'll decide next summer what to do with it. Maybe I will come up with the idea. Also, my friend told me, like, you can make a button, but that's not my style. I don't know. If you guys actually have some ideas, tell me. I don't know what to do. But unfortunately, the collar didn't work. Okay, next one. Let me show you another vest. This is also one of the oldest projects. It's actually a pandemic project. I remember I was driving from... I wasn't driving, my husband was driving, but I was sitting next to him in a car. And we were returning from San Diego with a friend of ours, because we had a trip to San Diego. I remember this was like after 1 year of pandemic, then they slightly reopened everything in California. And we were like, yeah, let's go like San Diego. Let's do some like a surf trip. We went there, we got sick with Omicron or whatever was there, and I remember I was finishing the sweater when I started feeling that I'm getting sick. Okay, anyway, yeah, so this is a Slipover vest. This one actually I think loosely follows a PetiteKnit pattern. You know me, I already crapped on on everyone who likes PetiteKnit. I believe her items are awesome and they're very basic, they fit any wardrobe. I don't know, I just sometimes get annoyed that everyone does the same thing. But this was before I had opinion about that. And I think it's natural that many people start with PetiteKnit. I myself started with her, so I think I started this sweater, I guess, oh wait, what year did I say? Wait, pandemic was in 2020. So that means I started this sweater winter 2020 going into 21? Or was it 21 and 22? I don't remember. Yeah, probably 20 into 22. It was like January 2021, I guess. Yeah, it actually knits very fast because I use this chunky yarn. I didn't follow the gauge from the pattern. I didn't follow the yarn choice from the pattern because I don't like mohair. It's too itchy for me. This is a chunky wool, like a rowing wool, the one that has no twist. And I think I made it shorter, chicken yarn as usual. I don't remember how much I used the pattern. And I really like this guy. I wished the only problems with it, I think I needed it too tight. I don't know, I think you can see the rows. I think if I took the slightly bigger needle and gave a little bit more air, because the rowing yarn expands and I didn't know about that. It was my first time working with a chunky yarn. So I wish it kind of like had more space. I don't know. Yeah, I used to wear it a lot. I haven't worn it in a while, but now when I look at it, I'm like, why am I not wearing it? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, I guess it's hard to style it because it's extremely thick. I don't know if you can guys see. So it's like sometimes when you put it on, it keeps you too hot.
But then, you know, if it's a super cold day when you want to be like super warm, but then your sleeves, since it's missing sleeves, your hands get cold. I don't know. So I don't reach out for it as much. But now when I look at the screen, I'm like, it's actually really awesome. I should wear it more often. Okay, guys, we are like halfway through. I don't know. I hope you're still following me. Yeah, I really like Slipover vest. I don't know, for some reason I need to, like, maybe I need some like intentional effort to like kind of figure out how to style them more. Okay, let's do more of the summer garments because I'm almost done with the sweaters and I don't want you to click off because you're not interested in summer. Okay, next one. This is actually, you guys haven't seen it yet. This is one of the garments I finished recently. Unfortunately, it's like half as finished because, again, chicken yarn. So I actually showed it in my... Actually, wait. There is actually something wrong with this item. Yeah, so I showed you in my last knitting vlog that was in summer probably, that I was working on this project. But again, I was using super small crochet hook, so it took me forever to finish it. And I just finished it recently. Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of like it, but also I didn't know it's going to turn out that small. I followed the pattern, I think a floral top, which is supposed to make it into the top, but then I looked at the pattern, I didn't like the pattern, and I just kept the, you know, the flowers and redid everything else. So it's like half following the pattern, half self-drafted. And I showed a picture of the pattern, you will see it has nothing to do with the initial garment. Unfortunately, I wanted to have sleeves up to my, what do you call it, elbow, but I didn't have enough yarn. I don't know why. Unless I have this ball of yarn somewhere else and I kind of like misplaced it, I don't know. And then I was working on this collar. I'm actually super proud how this collar turned out. And then I added the buttons, but then the buttons are inside out because I attached them to the wrong side. And you know something about me, it's so easy to fix it. Just cut the buttons off, spend another evening putting them on. But something about me, sometimes I get so frustrated that I did it wrong that I just don't want to redo it. And basically just sitting on my shelf and I'm not redoing it because I don't want... Why did I do the buttons on the wrong side? I mean, it's easy because it's hard to see where they're right, where they're wrong. But the collar is made in a certain way. So it is actually the only way you can wear it because otherwise the collar would not like fold on itself. Anyway, I think it's cute. I'm definitely gonna wear it in summer. I wish I could make it longer. I wish I could make... Then I was thinking like, maybe I should redo it. And then like, Stella, do you remember it took you 5 months to finish it? No, you're definitely not redoing anything. Yeah. So I'm actually very proud of this thing and I can't wait to wear it next summer. I mean, maybe I will wear it soon because here in California sometimes in February we have heat waves when it gets really warm, so I might still be able to wear it anytime soon. Anyway, okay, next one. Okay, what should I show you? Okay, since we're on a conversation of the shorts, let me show you another crochet shirt. Most of you have seen it because I showed it on this channel. I don't remember if I finished it by the last vlog, but it's definitely finished now. I actually need to wash it. I hope you guys don't see it. It's a little bit dirty. Yeah, I haven't... You would ask me probably, Stella, what do you mean it's dirty? It's like you're not wearing it, but it was just sitting in the bottom of my clothes. Wait, what happened? Where are the buttons? Okay, I guess I lost the button. Okay, what's going on, guys? I don't know. Something is going on here. Wait, did I lose the button or I only had 2 buttons? No, yeah, I need to find this button and attach it. I might actually change to orange buttons. Okay, so this is a crochet shirt, follows a pattern. I did lots of mods to the pattern, but otherwise it's kind of cool. Unfortunately, I used this very cheapy cotton. I only worn it like for like, you know, a couple of months because I finished it in the middle of the summer, and it already like kind of looks worn off. So I don't think this garment will last me long, unfortunately. And it took me a while to make it. Next summer, I might actually do another one, just repeat it in a different yarn. Okay, let's do a sweater. Okay, next sweater. This is another raglan sweater, self-drafted, made out of some warm merino. It's like a super geelong. I think it's considered like a fancy merino, but unfortunately it's a little bit too itchy, so I don't really wear it as much. And again, this is not something you will ever see me in a house, because in a house I get too itchy. Also, I don't quite like it because the color is very dark, and I told you, I don't know why, I just don't like dark colors, just something about me. So I don't reach for it very often, but when it's like a rainy day, it's very cold, I need something with a long neck, because I think it's the only item I have with a long neck, I wear it. It's self-drafted. I mean, it's very simple raglan. This is just stockinette stitch, and then I made this like little nice detail. I don't know if you can see it because it's very dark. This nice detail on a raglan line, and then I had this like a long cuffs, like 2x2 cuffs. I don't know. I don't think you can see much. This one, it's kind of like, it actually fits me well, and it's like raglans. I think are the easiest to make because you just need in a circle. I might actually repeat it at some point. I don't know if I have some yarn to repeat it with. Yeah, I like it, but it's hard for me to style because it's dark, and also it's a little bit itchy, so I can only wear it when it's really cold. And mind you, like, we don't get that cold. So right now, for example, we have the coldest week of the year, and our temperature is like in the low 50s, which is like, I don't know, what is low 50s? Probably like from 8 to 12 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so I don't get to wear them as much. Okay, so now let me show you. Okay, this one I'm not gonna wear it. I can wear it on top. So this was I think another alterations. I had this. It's a linen top that I did in 20. Did I rip something? I hope not. Yeah, so this was a linen top that I've never worn for some reason. So I just decided to make a bralette out of it. This is something I did this summer. For this top, I think I followed YouTube tutorial, which is in Russian. Yeah, so something like this. I actually started making a second one somewhere there, but I never finished it. I mean, I don't know why I'm even showing it, because it's nothing interesting. Okay, let me show. Oh my god, I have so much stuff. Okay, let's show you this one. So this is another summer item, or like sometimes I wear it, I don't know, warm autumn, I guess, item, because you can put it on top of the long sleeve. Okay, this was one of the project I did in, I think, 2022, and it was one of my first like complicated projects. So you see how intricate is this lace. It has like several kind of types of lacing. It's very beautiful. I used to wear it a lot, and also because it's linen, you can even wear it in the evening because it's like very airy. It's like you kind of have a sweater, but it doesn't keep you hot. But then, I don't know, maybe I grew tired of it, but this year I barely worn it. And also again, I think a couple of years ago I was more into beige colors, but now I for some reason I despise beige colors, maybe because we have too much beige aesthetic, and I'm just trying to kind of get away from it. So I have two ideas about it. Maybe I will dye it in a different color, but I'm kind of afraid that if the color I choose I will not like, then I'm just gonna ruin it. So what I decided to do, I'm just gonna keep it like this for now, but maybe by next summer I will consider dyeing it in a different color so it will get a second life, because I don't know, I'm kind of tired of it. I had it for almost like 40 years. I don't know, for some reason I just don't reach out for it. Okay, next sweater. This is also one of my oldest. I did it, wait, where's the other one? Yeah, I did it I think in 2021 or something like that. It follows a pattern, and unfortunately I don't wear it as much. Did you notice that I don't really basically out of all items I showed you, I only probably wear quarter of it. Tell me, is it just me? Do you guys have the same, like, okay, all of you, but do any of you have the same problem that you have lots of knitted garments but you just reach for the same ones and the other ones are just there? But the reason I don't reach for it, actually two reasons. One of the reasons, I can feel like it's super itchy. It's alpaca, but for some reason it's itchy. Like as soon as I put it on, like I guess I have very sensitive neckline area. As soon as I put it on, like even now I can feel like this itchiness and it, oh my god, I can't even wear it. So the only time I wear it when I can put a shirt underneath and I button up the shirt all the way to my neck so this thing doesn't touch me. Second, I don't like it because this color, it's kind of like this, okay, something controversial. Did I tell you that I don't like dark colors? But I also don't like very blunt colors. So this is kind of like a pearly white. I don't know how to, like a pinkish pearly white. I don't like this color. And that's actually the reason why I added this brown cuffs, this ending. I don't know if you can see. You see, like this has like this brown thing to kind of make it a little bit more exciting. I don't really wear white or light gray or beige colors, so I kind of like something in between. I like bright colors, but not overly bright, and I don't like super dark or super light colors. I don't know. Does it make sense? I hope so. But mostly because of the itchiness, but also the color is not my best. I used to wear it a lot. I had a pajama that was like this color, so I actually used to wear it as on top of my pajamas when I needed to walk my dog, or if I'm waking up in the morning. And usually we don't like have central heating, so usually in the mornings it's extremely cold, so I would put it on. But then as soon as the house will warm up, I will have to remove it because it starts itching me. Yeah, so I don't wear it as much. But actually, let me say something, but I actually really like the pattern, so I'm planning this year to repeat this sweater. I don't quite know what yarn I'm gonna use, but I want to repeat it in a yarn, maybe like cotton merino blend, or some kind of merino that's not itchy, so I can wear it actually at home, because I really like this design. And this is actually a pattern that I repeated. I don't usually repeat pattern, but this was the time I did repeat. So I'll show you another sweater. Another dark sweater. This is not my sweater, so don't ask me why I make so many dark sweaters if I don't like dark. Oh my god, I don't know if I can even survive in this. It's so fucking itchy. So this is my husband's sweater. This is the only sweater I made for him, and it took me months because he's a big person. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so he's like he's a very big person, yeah, compared to me. Thank God he doesn't like oversized stuff. He likes things to be tight. So this is probably like size, I don't know what size. Okay, I don't want to do the sizing. Who knows what size it is. Anyway, so this sweater follows the same pattern as this one. I don't know if you can see. It has this like a shoulder. I think it's called a saddle shoulder, or like, I think it's called like Irish saddle shoulder. Am I right? Something like this. Actually, if you know, let me know. Yeah, so it has, basically it's knitted top, from top to bottom. So you start, first you make one shoulder, then you make another shoulder, then you connect this shoulder and start making the back, then you add the neckline, and then obviously you connect it in the armpits and go bottom. Yeah, so this yarn, it's original soft Donegal tweed. I ordered it from Ireland. There's an Etsy shop. There is a girl, Tanya. She sells the yarn. Yeah, so I don't know, since like forever I wanted to try the Donegal, because I like how the yarn blooms. So I ordered it for my husband. He chose the color. He actually prefers darker color. I'm the only one who likes the bright. And I like the speckles in the Donegal, but unfortunately, and I was planning to order for myself as well, but unfortunately for me, Donegal is too itchy. I can only probably make a cardigan and wear it as a top layer, almost like as a jacket, but I can't wear it to my skin. Fortunately, my skin doesn't like itchiness. Yeah, but again, I like the pattern. No, okay, I don't like the pattern. The pattern actually, I actually hated the pattern when I was knitting it, because I think it just has a very, it has a good idea, but very awkward fit in terms of technical details. I hope she changed the pattern, because the pattern was released a long time ago. I'm sure she updated it, because I had to redo this sweater twice, and when I was doing my sweater, I completely changed everything. I just took the initial idea, but all the math I had to redo. I just didn't like how it was turning out. But otherwise, it was kind of cool sweater. I don't know, I might have a picture of my husband in it. Let's see if I can add it. He's obviously not a public person, so I probably will have to cut out his head, but if I find some footage, I'll show you. Okay, moved through most of it, but we still have a lot going on. I just realized that maybe I'm moving too fast, but I guess when I will add the footage, will I add the footage? I don't know. I know nothing, guys. Okay, let me show you. Oh, no, please don't fall. Okay, another item that you haven't seen, guys. It's this t-shirt. So I was trying to utilize some leftover yarn. So this is a linen. So this one, the beige gray linen that comes from this sweater. So I was like, okay, I need to use up this linen. And then I mix it with some blue yarn, which is viscose. First, I was actually planning to do a top, like a tank top, but something, okay, this is something crazy. Let me show you. So let me have a little side quest. So there is this top, which is now a bralette, but it used to be like a full length top made out of linen, this linen. So I was like, let me just repeat the same top, but just make it like stripy. So I did the same amount of stitches, since it's the same fabric, same yarn. I did the same amount of stitches, followed the same pattern, and when I did it, so just for you to see the difference, like what the heck? Like seriously guys, what the heck? I don't know, maybe because I was alternating with different yarn, maybe because this one was done in like whatever 2022 and I had different tension. Maybe because this thing shrunk, I don't know why, but it's just same amount of stitches, same yarn, different result. So, and I was basically the way how this thing is knitted, you knit it bottom up in a circle and then you just start adding the, you know, these parts. So when I realized like, okay guys, this can't be a tank top. Like look, look at this, how it can be a tank top. And I was like, you know what, maybe just make it in the t-shirt. And I just, since I had some yarn, I mean, I didn't have enough yarn as you can see, but now it looks like this was a designer concept, but no, this is not the designer concept, it's just me not having enough yarn. Yeah, so I just extended it, made into the sleeves. Like I don't have sleeves for it. And it just has a very wide neckline, but of course it's a summer top, it's like linen viscose, so it's supposed to be like airy, flowy, and will be nice. Okay, so something like this, like very flowy, and yeah, it has this like a broken rib. Wait, maybe that's why. I just realized this is a regular rib and this is a broken rib. Maybe that's why it doesn't fit, because this rib kind of holds the yarn more narrow and the broken rib expands there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I finished it after the summer was gone. So I was like, okay, I'm not in a rush to wear it. So I still don't know. Maybe I will add some stuff to it. Yeah, maybe I will add sleeves because you see it's kind of big. So it will be very see-through. So maybe I need to add some sleeves, but maybe I'll just use this blue yarn and just add some kind of sleeves. I don't know. So technically it's ready to wear, but I might still add some stuff to it. I was a little bit obsessed with the blue color, as you can see. This is another blue item. So this is, some of you saw it, I finished it in 2025. And the funny part about this, it's actually shrunk. If you saw it before, it was a little bit bigger, but then I washed it and it kind of shrunk. This follows a pattern, it's a Darjeeling top. I used cotton yarn, and unfortunately it's a little bit a cheapish cotton yarn, and it just doesn't look as good because it's already started peeling. I only wore it like several times, but of course the problem with cotton, you have to wash it a lot, because especially in summer if you sweat it gets like stinky, or I'm just a stinky person, I don't know. Anyway, it's already started peeling, which is kind of annoying, but otherwise I like it. It was kind of a fun thing to wear, and I was pairing it with some shorts that I sewn myself. So I was like, oh my god, I have the shorts that I made, I have a top that I made. I'm like fully wearing what I make, which is kind of cool. I don't know, I don't wear it as much as I was planning it to do, because this cotton is kind of thick. I think it's too thick for a top because it makes it too hot. Even it's like the least amount of coverage because it's very cropped, very airy, but still. Okay, I think we're almost done. We just have few summer items. Okay, these are the items that most of you already saw if you follow me. So let's just quickly go over it. I think I finished it. Did I finish it in 2025 or yeah, something like that. This is a t-shirt. I'm using cotton. It has this like interesting like a holy structure. I was following a pattern, and it's actually okay. The pattern was supposed to be for a sweater, but I didn't have enough yarn as usual. Plus, I was trying to use some leftovers in my stash. So I really like the construction. So you knit it top to bottom, and then like you use holes to create this like a shoulder slope. So it's a very interesting pattern. Unfortunately, I didn't wear it as much. I don't know why. I just like, I guess I couldn't style it with anything. Like these are the garments when I look at them in the in the screen, I'm like, they're so cool. Why I'm not wearing them? But for some reason I don't. I don't know. So next year I need to kind of make an effort. Basically, when I'm sewing garments, because I'm also sewing things, I need to figure out what I need to sew so they can complement my knitted garments and I can wear them more. Because sometimes I just do something randomly and it just doesn't fit the rest of my wardrobe and I don't wear it. Okay, let's do this one. So this one, I don't remember if I showed it to you guys.
This is actually something that I worn a lot when I finished it, because I did it also maybe 2022 or 2023, I don't remember. So this is like a long living item in my wardrobe. I don't quite like the color anymore. I wish this was a little bit brighter. I wish this was like a bright green or something, but unfortunately I can't dye it because... So this is something I might actually redo next year. I don't know. I just don't like this pistachio color anymore. It's kind of too boring for me. But this is a linen top. Both of these are linens, just different types of linens. This one is kind of more hairy linen, and this is more, I don't know, like a glossy linen. It's an awesome top. It's like very drapey. I wish it was more structured. I kind of like structured shirts, but whatever. So it's very like oversized and kind of nice. Yeah, I used to wear it a lot. I didn't wear it this year for some reason. I don't know, maybe next year I don't know, sometimes like I feel like, you know, when you had something for 4 or 5 years, you kind of grow bored of it and you almost want some update. But at the same time, since you didn't buy it, you're not going to just get rid of it. I'm not going to just send it to the thrift store because I spent so much time making it, so I just keep it. Okay, this one, you probably also saw it, guys. This is actually the OG. What is this? This is the OG, one of the first items I self-drafted. This was 2021. It's a raglan t-shirt that I did in God knows when. It's using cotton. When I just finished it, I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing, and I was wearing it all the time. But then when I started getting better at knitting, I'm like, yeah, it has these mistakes because it has like a very awkward neck. Also, was something wrong, I remember, with the sleeves. They were too tight. They were like this, so it would constantly like kind of like make my shoulder like too tight. So I actually stopped wearing it. But this year, as I said, was the year when I did lots of alterations. So I actually fixed the collar, made it more wide. I also changed the neckline, and since I didn't have the same yarn, so I just used contrasting yarn, and then I added this little thing. It's supposed to be a wolf, but it looks more like a heart, so whatever. And when I actually changed it, I started wearing it again, and then I realized that maybe I should have more raglan t-shirts. I kind of used to hate raglan, but now the more raglan I make, the more I feel like actually I do like raglan. I don't know. Anyways, now let's... Wait, where's that first item? Wait, there are 2 more items. Maybe it's upstairs. Okay, guys, the more I look around, the more items. Okay, now let me show you another cursed item that I will probably feature in my next knitting podcast whenever it's going to be published. So again, some of you saw this item. So this is a gigantic cardigan. Guys, I literally spent like years making it. I mean, not years, but at least 2 years. So, okay, it's a full-length cardigan. I almost finished it, I think 2 years ago, and then I just left it because I was so sick and tired of it. And then I picked it up again in spring, and I'm like, I need to finish it. I need to finish it so I can finally wear it. So then I finished it, and I did this. So basically, the way how it looks is it's top down, and it has this like type of ribbing. But unfortunately, this ribbing, first of all, is kind of stretchy, so this cardigan doesn't hold the form, and because it's so heavy, it's like 2 pounds of yarn or something like this. So it constantly slides down my shoulders, and because it's so long and heavy, it just drops to the floor. So, and I was constantly doing like this. So at some point I'm like, you know what, let me unravel the whole thing and just redo it. Just use different construction. I think, again, maybe I made this neckline too wide. I just need to change something. Maybe I shouldn't do like this type of ribbing, because the way how I was knitting it, first I finished the cardigan and then I added ribbing after. But I was thinking maybe I should have done this ribbing, the button band, as like together with the cardigan, so they kind of more cohesive. Because this one kind of stretches. Yeah, you see how it's like, for some reason, it's like 2 stretches. But then I'm like, what do you mean? You're gonna unravel the project you were working for 2 years and you're gonna redo it? Like, you're gonna spend another 2 years redoing it? Like, are you kidding me? So then I came up with another idea. What if I get rid of this ribbing? But I can't even explain to you how much it took me. So look at this. So I had to pick up stitches along
pick up all the stitches along all this line all the way. So I had to pick up stitches, make the ribbing, and then I used tubular, like Italian bind off, to bind off all the stitches. That was a nightmare. All this, and all this side. Then I was like, so if I just unravel it, but then I changed my mind, I'm not gonna do it again. I just can't do this again. It's just too long. It's meters of ribbing and tubular cast stuff. So then I was like, okay, what else can I do with it? And then I decided maybe I get rid of ribbing, and just keep it like a kind of this side simple. So what I did, I just stitched up this part with the, just stitched it up to the bottom, and then I just abandoned it because I still can't decide. I literally don't know. Should I keep it this way? Should I keep this? I mean, I can't keep it this way because it's so stretchy that it always falls off my shoulder. Should I unravel it? Like, I'm stupid to unravel it. And the sad part, it's actually finished. So I actually did wear it at home a couple of times, but now I need to make an executive decision. And sometimes something about me, I procrastinate if I can't make a decision. For maybe other person, it's like, it's easy, Stella, just decide this or that. I can't decide. And that's why this project goes on to its 3rd year of existence. No, but I have to do something with it because I can't just. And the crazy part, the yarn is so nice. It's a merino yarn. It's so soft. It's so cozy. So it's like the perfect like garment that you want to just, like, if I had a, I don't know, garden, I would just sit in my garden. I would just like roll myself into this cardigan. I would drink my tea and read a book, or maybe do some knitting in my garden. That would be the best thing. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what to do about it, but you're probably gonna hear about me talking about this item in my next knitting podcast. Okay, guys, we're almost done. I just realized I have more stuff. I probably have some sweaters in my car. Okay, we don't need that. Trust me, I have more. So I have this t-shirt. It's a linen t-shirt, self-drafted, basic like flowy shirt, nothing special, as most of my items. And then I have this one, which I already showed to some of you. My plan was to unravel it. It looks cute, but I just don't wear it, and it's too hot. It's very thick cotton. So if I ever decide to redo it, I would probably use like a thinner yarn. So it's kind of like more fitting for something that's sleeveless. Also, I will probably redo the neck because this is a boat neck and I don't like it. And again, the beige color, please no. I'm over the beige colors. And then there is another project. Okay, guys, I actually found this other item that was somewhere else. So this is a ranunculus. I recently updated it. I made the sleeves kind of different because this was a cursed item. First of all, I made it a while ago when everyone was crazy about ranunculus. I was like, oh, I need it too. And I made it, and I realized like I don't really wear it because it's not my style. It's like too kind of like, it's more like a romantic, like maybe vintage, I don't know, like kind of like styling that doesn't fit my wardrobe. But also it's like very see-through. But if you put something underneath, anyway. And then I was still wearing it a little bit, and then somehow it went with the laundry and it was washed and it shrunk because it used to be much bigger. And then it shrunk to the point when the sleeves became so small. From here, they shrank up to here, and I stopped wearing it. But something I did recently, I basically unraveled the seams, and now it's going to be more like a t-shirt because it used to be like a sweater. But it was kind of weird. It's a linen, but it's like a very fluffy linen that makes me itchy. Linen never made me itchy, but this one does. So what I decided to do is like, okay, let me add this alteration. Then maybe if I don't like it, maybe I dye it in this gray color, so kind of give it a new life. And if nothing of this works, I'm just going to get rid of it. Yeah, so you can see I just finished, I still have this hanging. I just finished doing the sleeves. That's about the ranunculus. Also, I think I did some alterations to this ranunculus, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, not my cup of tea. That's not my kind of style. I was hoping it will work for me, but it didn't work. But again, when I look at the camera, I'm like, it's kind of cute, but I don't know. I just don't wear things that fit it, at least in my head. Okay, guys, I think we went through all my wardrobe. I hope this video was interesting for you. I personally like to watch this type of videos because I want to see what other people have, what they say, how they style the garment. It makes me rethink my own wardrobe. So I hope you had the same experience, and See you in the next video. That's probably gonna be something sewing, or maybe it's gonna be something knitting again. I promise you I'm gonna publish another knitting podcast sometime soon, but who knows. I hope the January will be less crazy because I didn't expect this. So basically several years ago I did a career change, and my career change was like going very slow. But this summer, like, I was so busy, and then the autumn was even more busy that I didn't expect it because the previous years were not as busy. So I could not like manage everything. And also since like the last year and this year I was doing my education, like additional education for my job, I was so bombarded by things I still have like a list, to-do list like this that I need to do, and I was like, oh, I need to do something work related. Like, for example, today it's Sunday and I worked today, and yesterday was Saturday and I also worked yesterday. But you know, this is the time of your life when you don't have vacations, you don't have holidays, you don't have days off, you don't have weekends, but you're kind of okay with it because you know why you're doing, because you're really like excited about changes in your life, you're excited about starting this new career and stuff like this. Yeah, so I was really excited about it, and although I was like always so tired and didn't have enough time for the videos, because like last year when I was planning to start this channel, I had much more time on my hands. I didn't have as many clients, as many projects going on, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have plenty of time to film, and then I'm like, I barely have time knitting. So for example, this sweater, it's the only thing that I finished since summer. Obviously I had some summer garments that I was showing you. Yeah, I started them in spring or in summer. I finished them either in spring or like late, or I finished them in summer or late summer. Like, yeah, I was finishing things here and there, but literally since probably July, this is the only item that I started and finished. I literally didn't have time to do some knitting. I did like lots of sewing though, maybe that's why. I don't know, maybe my priorities change. But I promise you, I'm still gonna do some knitting. Anyway, see you in my next video, and bye bye! I just realized the reality is that most of the stuff that I made in the last couple of years, like 2024, 2025, these are the items I actually wear because I know now what I want. I'm a little bit better choosing the color, the yarn for the project, choosing the design. But I think the things I was doing in 2021, 2022 and stuff like this, I have to give myself a little bit more grace because I didn't quite know what to do. Plus I was so excited to try new yarns, new patterns and stuff like this. Yeah, so maybe I just need to let go of some of these items, you know, instead of being like, oh my god, I have too many things. Maybe I just need to separate things that I truly wear and love, and separate things that I don't even wear, and don't try to fit it into my wardrobe, but maybe instead find them another home. I don't know, maybe I should publish some of this stuff. I don't know, Poshmark, Depop, I don't know, maybe that's, and just like sell it for like around $10, so at least it gets a new home. I don't know, maybe I should let go the sentimental value that I have to those items, or maybe I just have to, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't have people I can give it to. Like, I know like some of my friends, they're like, oh, my sister took this sweater, oh, I gave this sweater to my mom, but I'm kind of far away from most of my like close friends, and I don't even like travel as often to see them. So I don't know, maybe that's the issue. That's why I end up with so much stuff. Or maybe because I do things in a particular color, plus I'm very short, I usually do things very cropped. So it's just, there are not many people who are gonna want it. Anyway, I'm just rambling. You know what's the most embarrassing? I didn't show you a single item that was knitted on my knitting machine. You know why? Because all the items that I started on my knitting machine, I never finished. I don't know. I knew there's a chance I'm not gonna like it. I talked about all the pros and cons, and especially about cons of the knitting machine. 1 year later, mind you, this knitting machine was gifted to me as my birthday gift a year ago. And since my new birthday date is coming up, I'm like, so I almost had it for a year. Doesn't seem I will be actually using it. Yeah, maybe this is something I should address. Okay, first I need to actually finish those items. I need to find some energy to finish those items, and then I need to address it so it's not as embarrassing. Or maybe I just should be as truthful as it gets. I don't know, guys. Okay, who needs this rambling?